Yo, what up guys, so in today's video what I want to do is show you how to make your local host, your local website or your live website more secure. Now, I just recorded a 20-minute video and I said, you know what, who the fuck is going to watch a 20-minute video about me talking how to make your fucking website secure? So I said, you know what, I'll just re-record this. I'll try to make this video as short as I can with explaining as much information as I can, so it doesn't, obviously you don't have to watch a 20-minute video because I just came back to college, and you know what, my lecturers love to talk for 2.5 hours and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh my god, I already fucking know this. It's boring as fuck. Am I falling asleep? Yes. It's just, I don't like sitting and listening to people talk for a long periods of time. Now, we're not talking about 10 minutes, we're talking about an hour and a half at least. I don't know, let's 15 minutes break and we're back into listening for an hour, and then we get to maybe do something for half an hour, which I would love to just pass my final year of studying, and I would love to go to work to do something and learn more stuff and then make more videos for you guys. So we're in phpmyadmin. I showed you in my other channel how to install XAMPP. The reason is on my other channel because I have split my channels into two. This is my main channel about cybersecurity, about technology, and basically about IT. My other channel is about technology. It'll be like about products and reviews and stuff like that. Not really. I might post my certain videos on this channel and my other channel. However, not for this. I don't know why. I just said, okay, it does. I don't think it matches the content that I do. So how to make your WordPress or GeneratePress, whatever you have, it's basically, technically this tutorial is only for, some bits are only for WordPress and some bits are for everything, right? So basically, if you have a database, you should make as less accounts and as less people with certain privileges as you can. The reason is because if you have too many privileges, too many accounts, and they're open and the passwords are too easy to guess, people can hack into it and delete your whole database, and you can lose, obviously, people's stuff. You can get your data leaked, and you don't want a data leak, because if you leak, I don't know, you have, for example, you're storing, for some reason, you're on your database, you're storing people's debit card information and it's not very secure. A hacker breaks into it and he can see it and he can download and crack it with hashcow, what the fuck ever he's using. And guess what? You just leaked a database of people's personal financial details because you were not careful. And by the way, because you think you're not gonna get, like, there's nothing that can happen to you, legally they can, because in certain countries, Europe, UK, and I think America, well, I'm not sure what America has, it's probably something different, it's probably GDPR but backwards. It's GDPR in the UK and the whole of Europe, which means the General Data Protection Act, the data you have needs to be for specific purposes, and the data you have needs to be used. Otherwise, you need to delete. If you have certain data and you're not using it, you have to delete it. So, making user accounts. So you go to your database, user accounts, and the logins you have need to be. These are the logins, by the way. This is what you would use to log into a website, with basically connecting the database and the accounts, right? If you know what I mean. Basically connecting the website with the database. This is what the website uses to connect, because the website needs the details like this to obviously create accounts, read data, put data, whatever. So basically, this is my, obviously, as you can see, because this is my local host, I don't really care what happens. So obviously for you should be something more secure. The longer username, the better. What I mean by this, obviously don't make it 32 characters, just make it something unexpected, to make it something secret. And the privileges should be according whatever the resource needs. If it doesn't need write, delete, drop, it shouldn't have these permissions. You'll be taught this. If you ever do cybersecurity, you'll be taught CIA triangle. The CIA triangle teaches you that certain authorized people should have certain authorized functions in the systems. What I mean by this is that a user, just a normal employee, shouldn't have access to databases, or they shouldn't have access to making, basically, like, example, HR departments, folders, whatever. So make sure your password, obviously your password should be as secure as you can, as complex as you can. because as I said, this is the actual direct link to the database. And privileges, as I said, it should be, and you should monitor this again account from now and then, making sure that you have the right permissions, and if something is not used, either lock it or delete it. I would suggest deleting it because there's probably bypasses to lock or whatever. Just make yourself as less hackable as you can. Now, what we're going to do now is go to my website, and I will show you. Now I'm going to take you through the whole configuration process because it's up to you. I don't really know. Sorry, wrong thing. Localhost WP. Now I'll show you two cool plugins that you should have, and a very, very important setting in your WordPress. Now, if you want me to show you the whole configuration that I have for my website, I can show you. The reason is I'm not going to show you because there's too many things. There's just too many stuff. It's up to you, whatever you want to. But just make sure, in a second, I'm going to go on my private website and I will show you what I mean. And make sure there's certain things turned on. So this is my website. It's running on my machine. And by the way, at the end of the video, make sure to stick till the end of the video because I'll be explaining certain stuff about why there's benefits of having this and benefits of running your own hosting. I have websites, and they're actually very, very cheap to run. In the comment section, you can use my link, which will support the channel. You don't have to, you can if you want to. It's not sponsored. It's an affiliate link. So this is WordFence. You can how to install WordPress. You go to plugins, add new, and make sure you have Akismet as well. Akismet is anti-spam. If you don't actually allow people to register on your website, it's not really needed. Go to word search plugins, WordFence. Make sure you use WordFence because it's a very, very good plugin. I've been using WordFence, and it's not basically, you know, it's a very good plugin. I've not been hacked yet. As you can see, it says it has 4 million active installations. Make sure you install it and you register your code. Turn everything on. In a second, I'm going to show you how to turn stuff on. You probably get a screenshot and make sure the stuff is on, or I'll show you in a video. This I just need to check. As soon as you install it, make sure you go to your plugins and plugins. Make sure you have enable updates for everything. I'm not going to do it because this is my private. Actually, I'm going to do it, show you. Plugin, auto update. Some of the plugins will do it themselves, some plugins will not. Make sure you do it. The reason is because if something's outdated and there's a patch needed, you might get hacked because it's out of date. As I said in my past videos, making sure everything is up to date is very important. Making any patches, anything up to date is very important. Go to your themes as well, appearance, and I don't think you can actually have it. No, but updates, these need as well updating sometimes. So make sure you sometimes check up on this, by the way, because they need updated as well. Now, the reason is Hostinger does this actually for you. It updates these certain things for you. Your WordPress, for example, it does certain things for you. At the end of the video, I'll tell you what it does exactly and what's the benefit and what's the drawback. And to be honest, that's sort of it. It's very, very easy to, you know, as you can see, this is my user. Obviously make sure that your users are with as least administrator accounts as you can, and make sure that there's two-step verification. Two-step verification comes with WordFence. And the video right now, there should be some certain functions which I'll explain why you should have WordFence and why it's good and stuff like that. Go to tools. And now I might have some problems because I need to find a certain function. I think it's settings. Whenever someone's registering, so settings general. This is some of the stuff you can configure this, but this is the most important. These two actually. If you want people to register on your website, make sure you have membership turned on. And this one is the most important. Make sure it's either subscriber or contributor or author, not administrator, because what this means, if someone registers a new account and it's set to administrator, guess what it does? It gives anybody that registers on the website administrator access, and guess what can happen? You can get a data breach, you can get a leak, you're basically giving your website to someone you don't know administrator access. That's why it's important. I suggest saving, obviously turning to administrator, save changes, and come back here and make sure it's subscriber. Don't administrator. I might have said it the other way, I'm not sure. So make sure it's subscriber or contributor. These two don't really have any sort of administrator functions. I think they only allow you to comment. So that's obviously nothing that is dangerous. And also configure your Akismet. Now these both plugins are free. You only have to register your WordFence key, which is free. You can buy it, as I'll show you in a second. You can buy it. It's quite pricey, but you only pay a year, and it actually shows you can see it's $119, $500, and $1,000. Obviously, you can have a free. It protects you. I have a free for my 2 websites, free 2 subscriptions, and I've not been hacked, which means you don't really need to buy one. If you feel that you do need one, you can always buy one. There's no rush. There's no rush in buying a subscription. Don't waste your money if you're gonna quit, because this is a yearly subscription. So don't quit. I think it actually gives you 4 more websites. I'm not sure. No. Okay. So, and there's one more thing I want to show you, which is the difference actually. Why you should, if you want to have so basically the drawbacks and the benefits, as I said before. The benefits of having a local host website is you don't have to pay anything. You only have to pay for electricity, and you leave your computer on unless you are having a cloud server, or for example you have a Raspberry Pi, a spare laptop, anything, right? That's sort of the benefit. You don't actually have to pay anything. And if you just want to run for your projects, or you want to actually just build a website, learn coding, this is good. However, if you want to have a live website that you want to use, you want people to visit, I highly recommend buying a Hostinger subscription. Now, Hostinger is nothing expensive. A cheapest domain can cost you anywhere between £1 to £20, I think it is. £1 to £20. £1 to £20. That's not very expensive for a yearly domain. And it also provides you whois privacy, which means your details are not exposed to the internet, as I showed you in the past videos. You can check who's the domain administrator. And it also provides you security, it provides you backups. Now, the subscription of a Hostinger it can be costly, it doesn't have to be costly. It can be, I think it's like £5 for the cheapest subscription for you just to host your website on, and it's a very good subscription, because Hostinger, it gives you backups, it gives you basically support, it gives you tutorials, it gives you basically anything you want. It's a very good subscription. Therefore, I recommend thinking about having a Hostinger subscription. In the comment section, I will leave a link. It's an affiliate link, which means if you buy something, it supports the channel. However, I can't force you, and if you don't want to, that's okay. It's not sponsored, which means I can say whatever I want. And I'm being honest, I have 2 websites on Hostinger, and I've not actually had any sort of bad stories with it yet. So I recommend using Hostinger. It actually upgrades some stuff for you. What I mean by this, it updates. You should check it out for yourself. There's a lot. I would sit here for under 5 hours explaining why you should do Hostinger, why you should use this, why you should use this. Just check it out for yourself, and it's a very good service. So hope you've enjoyed the video. If you can leave a like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, you would like me to show you something, make sure to hit me in the comments, and see you in the next video.